Hey folks, David Frost, LazyGapTrader.com. You're looking at a live chart of Tesla Motors, TSLA. This is a morning gap trade, and Tesla's getting hammered at the open based on a downgrade from Goldman Sachs to like a strong sell or something. So they're probably going to be buyers down here at my level as well. That's the way it works. So 245.68, you can kind of see it peeking through the left-hand corner of the screen. This is a morning gap trade. We're looking to buy the stock at 245.68. That will be a level. We should get a nice stout bounce out of the stock. So the morning gap trades, let me explain. So when stocks are gapping higher or lower at the open, they're going to be drawn to specific prices. And when they're drawn to those specific prices, those are also the areas where we're likely to get a price reaction in the other direction. How do you find those prices? Well, I teach you how to find those prices in my course at LazyGapTrader.com. This is a perfect example of a morning gap trade. This is everything I teach in my course and a whole lot more. So if the stock can come down to 245.68 and we can get in the trade, we will likely get a bounce higher and we'll look for a quick scalp profit. This is a really, really good support level for this stock. 245.68 should be a wonderful support area. I don't expect the stock, at least on the first hit, to go much below that area. What happens after the first hit is a different story. And in my course I teach, you only want the first hit of a specific level. We don't want sloppy seconds out of a stock. The first hit is the best hit. So we have not hit the 245.68 yet. We need to break 246. And when we do, it'll go right to 245.68 in a quick shot, and we should get filled on the trade. And so this is a perfect example of what I teach in my course. I teach two things in my course. The morning gap trades, that's what you're looking at an example of here. And the second area that I teach, or second strategy, is the gap fill trades. When stocks are gapping higher or lower at the open, they leave an open gap. Stocks will likely come back to fill open gaps, and I teach that in my course as well. And I also give a running tally of the stocks to traders that like to get my gap trades each and every day. They get a list of the morning gap trades, and they get a list of the gap fill trades or opportunities for the day. Here we go. There we go. I'm in the trade. Okay, 245.68. What I'm looking for is a bounce up to 247.50. That's going to be my exit. 247.50. Okay, so I've got the sell order in at 247.50. I'm not going to let the stock go against me. I'm not going to let this stock dip below 245.68 with me in it. I'm not going to let a trade turn into a negative trade, especially beginning the week. That's not what I want. We're coming back down a little bit. If we get stopped out and the stock does go lower, I did provide a secondary level at 238.36 for traders if we broke 245.68. I don't think we will at this point in time. What happens later in the day is a whole different story. But right now, we should get the bounce over 247.50. We really should test the opening range high, which is about 248.35. But I don't want to be a pig. I want to leave the scraps to the pigs. I just want to take my scalp and run for the hills. Look, we're above 247. It's fighting. We just need one more push up to 247. Should happen shortly here. This is a really, really good level and should provide a bounce level. 247.50 is what I'm looking for, and that'll provide a nice $2 bounce or almost a $2 bounce in Tesla, and we move on to the next trade. Come on, we need one more push, 247.50. We're at 247.66 on the bid. Here we go. Come on. There we go. Come on. Up above 247 and we should get it. Here we go. 247.10, 20. Come on. 247.50. Came back down. One more push is all we need. And then we'll be out of the trade with a nice profit to start the week out. There we go. Done. I'm out of the trade. And you see how we went to almost or test the opening range high. We didn't quite get there yet, but it may. It doesn't matter. I'm out of the trade, and we're on to the next trade, and that's the scalp trade we were looking for, $2 in Tesla. And I know a lot of traders don't like to trade the high-priced stocks, but from percentage terms, it doesn't really matter. It's the same percentage as if you got, a 20-cent bounce on a $25 stock. It's the same routine. But anyway, in a nutshell, the morning gap trades and the gap fill trades are what I teach in my course. I teach traders how to identify specific price levels where stocks are likely to have a price reaction in the other direction. That's the biggest challenge that day traders have, is identifying a specific price area to enter a trade. If you can identify a price area where the institutions are likely to come in and support a stock, that's the golden ticket. That's what I teach in my course at Lazy Gap Trader. I teach you where the institutional support and resistance levels are for stocks. And like you saw on Tesla, 245.68 was an institutional support level. Everything you see here in these videos, this video and others on this YouTube channel, is what I teach in the course at Lazy Gap Trader. I teach traders how to trade the gaps successfully each and every day. I provide full support for anybody that's purchased my course so that you can get proficient at trading the gaps. The gap trading is a way to build a foundation for day traders that they can understand a process for trading. Where to enter a trade, how much profit to take, where's the stop loss, why will a stock bounce at a certain level. Everything and a whole lot more is taught in the course at lazygaptrader.com. So there's your opening range high. Like we said before, we were likely to test the opening range high. That's fine. I got my $2 at a Tesla. I'm happy with that. Folks, come over, check out the course. I can teach you how to do this each and every day. I teach you where the institutional support and resistance levels are for stocks. I teach you how to calculate them, and I teach you how to trade them. I'm David Frost, lazygaptrader.com. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Come over to check out the course. Learn how to trade the gaps successfully. David Frost. Thanks, folks.